What's up, guys? It's your girl Megan
and your boy Drew.
Alright, so we're back with a family dilemma.
Need help again.
Yeah,
I love these, man.
One of our family members needs our help, so you guys know how we like to include you guys in it so that we can give them our honest and unbiased opinions and help.
Yeah.
So this is a long one, so pay attention.
Hey,
all right.
Attention. Oh, okay.
But before we do that,
please be sure to give us those big thumbs up, subscribe, man.
Share this video on all of your social media, however you see fit. Alright, so like I said, this is a long one. And again, she wants to remain anonymous. So we'll honor her wishes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so hi. I'd like your opinion on my situation. But plus, I like to remain anonymous. She said, okay. So I met a guy in 2009 via a popular online dating service, and we talked FaceTime, etc. for about a good 6 months because I was fresh out of a divorce and really wasn't looking to be in, at that time, a serious relationship. Okay, so fast forward about 6 months of talking. We both agreed we wanted to meet, so we did. It was great. It was like an old friend, you know, so we started to see more and more. I was not about to introduce him to my then teenage children because remember, I wasn't looking for a serious relationship. I went to his place. He came to mine only when my kids were at their dad's. So then he started to catch feelings, and me too. Okay, so then he started, yeah. Feelings. So this is about 1.5. This is about 1.5. So I don't know if this is years. Yeah, because at this point it was 6 months. Alright, so I'm gonna say 1.5 years now. So I'm like, wow, he swept me off my feet. I had met his ex-wife and his kids. He met my ex and my kids. We all started to get together for family events, etc. So sounds like a blended family.
Yeah.
Okay. He lived in a different part of out of state. Oh, so he lived in a different part of our state, same state, but I was in the major city, and he would commute on the weekends.
On the outskirts.
Yeah, and did this for nearly a year. Okay, 2011 comes. I start to notice changes in him, and I would ask him, if you're seeing someone else or not happy in this relationship, please tell me. He would say, I love you and I'm very happy. Okay. I said this over and over numerous times during our relationship. Okay. So while his mother was ill on the weekend, he was up visiting me. So he went in the car and took that 3-hour drive to visit his mom. She lived in the senior building, so I will never forget what I saw, and that was my clue, but I didn't heed it. Okay. So he and I went into his mother's apartment. He checked on her. She was on the sofa having a conversation with, well, no one. I asked him who she was talking to. He said Jesus. So I said, okay, hey, if it works for me, it works for me. So he said he forgot her meds and had to run to Walgreens, which was like right next to her complex. So I'm a nurse. So he said if I didn't mind sitting with her, he'd be back in like 5 minutes. So sure. I'm so sorry it's long, but it's the only way to actually tell the story. Okay,
that's cool.
That's good. So if we get all the facts, we good.
Yeah, because I got enough riding right
yeah
now.
So I sit next to her on the sofa and reintroduce myself. I had met her a few times before at family functions, so she pays me no mind. So I excuse myself and go to the bathroom. Well, while in there, okay, I hear her apartment door open, so I assumed it was, I'm not going to say his name, assumed it was him. So I do my business, and I hear pots rattling in the kitchen. So I'm like, so I'm like scared he gonna cook, cause no. So I'm like, score, he's gonna cook, cause your girl was hungry and he can burn in the kitchen. Okay.
Okay, so he can cook real good. Okay,
so I think his mom I thank his mom for that. So I'm washing my hands, smiling in the mirror on the great smells coming out the kitchen.
And she thinking,
wait a minute.
Okay. So I open the bathroom door and I see, well, a naked behind and long black hair. So I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse me, you're in the wrong apartment. So as I turn to walk out the bathroom, he comes in. So I guess the look on my face was puzzling, because he looked in the kitchen and pushed me back into the bathroom. And had the apartment door against the bathroom door, so I can't get out. I'm trying, and I'm like, who is that? And can hear him yelling at her, what the fuck are you doing here? She is like, cooking you dinner. He's like, no, you got to go. She was like, aw, girlfriend don't know you was with me up until yesterday. That's ironic when he came to my home. Ironically, when he came to my home. So I'm in the bathroom, no cell phone. I'm beating on the door, like, let me out. He puts this woman out in the hall with nothing on but an apron. So then he opens the bathroom. I go to get my phone to call someone, a cab or anything.
Uber?
I want it out. So he's like, I'm sorry, she's an ex. My question was, how did she gain access to your mother's home when... I'm sorry, I'm trying to...
Oh, you're fine.
How did she gain access to your mother's home? She was the one his mom was talking to. When I asked him, I assumed she must have stepped out of the apartment. Okay, so the security for the building came because there was a naked lady yelling and beating on the door. So I leave and go outside to wait for my cab. She comes out naked. He pulls me aside, keeps saying, she's my ex. Yes, she has been in my mother's apartment before, but I promise you, she and I are through. Well, fast forward, she gets pregnant 5 months later, but they are finished. So I find out I'm pregnant as well. Whew. So I tell him, he is like, I want this baby. I still didn't know she was pregnant. So on September 6, 2012, I gave birth. He was MIA. I always been MIA. When he was in the city, my ex-husband was.
Wow.
There, my parents. When he was in the city, my ex-husband was there. My parents, my baby lived 35 minutes. I knew she was gonna pass. Oh, so the baby died? Okay. So my baby lived 35 minutes. I knew she was gonna pass. She had a rare genetic condition his side of the family carries. So I call him, my mom calls him, even my ex-husband calls him, nothing. I spent 2 days in the hospital. Then I get a call, are you okay? I changed my number after that because it was obvious he was where he wanted to be and it wasn't by my side. So he pops up at my home about 3 months later. My daughter is like, guess who's outside? And I'm like, who? She says, Anthony. So I'm like, why is he here? She says, I don't know. So my son lets him in. I'm in the bed. It was late, about 9 p.m. So he knocked on my bedroom door. I said, come in. We shit the breeze, and it was not until my daughter came in to bring me some juice. She says, whose baby is that? I said, don't play. You know there is no baby. She said, Mom, there is a car seat on the sofa with an infant, a small infant in it. I'm like, what? He says, I need to talk to you. That is my baby. I'm like, how is that your baby? It takes 9 months to grow a baby. He said, you remember the woman in the kitchen? I say no more. How was she pregnant if you stopped seeing her? Well, he didn't. So his intention, as I gathered the facts, was to hit it and quit it. But the state we live in declared her mentally unstable. Whew. So custody was given to him. So now he was a 50-year-old man with a premature infant and a mother who is not well in the head. So I've had to deal with this woman stalking me on Facebook. I've explained to her I wasn't seeing him anymore. She was like, they're still having relations, when he brings the baby to visit her, etc. So he's asking me for another chance. How can I ever trust him ever again? And he is currently active on the same site we met on, and I recently found out he was active on there during the span of our relationship. I love for your input. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, put the phone down
Wow.
and take a breath. Put the phone down and
It was a lot of run-on sentences and no. So I'm hoping that I got it all out so that you guys can understand it.
But the big part about it that she put all the information.
Yeah, we got all the information that we needed. That was awesome.
Because
so the gist of it, from what I gather, is long story short, you met this guy online. He swept you off your feet.
Yeah.
Everything was fine and
So
dandy.
You
went to his mom's house. She was talking to somebody. He says she was talking to Jesus. You go to the bathroom. You smell food cooking. You think it's him about to cook y'all dinner.
Left.
Right.
He left. He was like, stay with mom for 5 minutes though. She went to the bathroom.
She goes to the bathroom. She comes out. It's a naked woman cooking dinner, and he locks you in the bathroom when he comes back and try to get her out. Long story short, he says that they're done,
and that's it.
Yeah. And they're an ex. You get pregnant, and I'm sorry you end up losing your baby.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry about that.
Whew. Okay, so you lose your child, and he's nowhere to be found.
No.
Your family tries to contact him. Everybody tries to find him. He's nowhere to be found. So then, I think it was a couple months later or whatever it is, he pops up and with this baby. So the ex is mentally unstable to take care of the child. So he is a 50-year-old child with an infant
child.
And an
starting all over
ill mother, and he lied to you because obviously he was still sleeping with this woman, and she's stalking you on Facebook.
And now it seems like you have gave it thought to be with him, but
I didn't get to that part yet. So after all that, and then you found out that his profile was still active on the dating site the whole time that you guys were together. He wants another chance, but his profile is still active on the same dating site. So
that means he's still active.
He's still searching or looking for someone, but now he wants another chance with you.
So
whoo, girl.
But see, that's what I was about to say. She gave it some type of thought of being back with him again, because
what makes you think that?
If she didn't, she wouldn't even wrote this letter.
She wouldn't want the advice.
She wouldn't need advice for somebody she don't want to spend time with.
That's true.
But so she gave it some type of thought, to be back with this guy. So that means she do have love for this guy.
Well,
but so the time period that he was gone, he was just with his other family. Let's just
not even the time that he was gone. It was when he wasn't with you.
With you,
he was with her.
Yeah,
or whomever else, because you never know if there might have been somebody else.
Yeah, we can go and get that clear real
right.
quick. That's nice and
so
clear.
It wasn't with you.
In there.
He swept you off your feet, and he may be this awesome guy, but I don't think he's the guy for you.
And the real answer, just to get to the actual answer of the thing, before we hit some more points in there. The real answer I would give is, some people change. Now I'm
listening.
Some people change. Since he had this baby, and you guys you're not together, but since he had this baby, has he helped? Because I know it wasn't in this letter, but hopefully you watch this. Have he helped? Well, ain't no sense of help. What has he done as a father right now with a newborn child being that age? If he showed up and showed you something that would possibly, because you have gave it thought that you possibly want to be with him. If he showed up and, first of all, before I even get to that, he needs to delete that actual account.
I mean, you said, first of all, get to one point, because you losing me.
Yeah, hey, these are my points.
We'll get to
Let
one
me
point
get that.
because it's itching and I can't get it out because you keep taking forever.
Okay.
Your point.
First point is delete the account because once you on a dating site you found somebody that you want to date, delete the freaking account. That's first of all. And second of all, if you see the changes in him that are positive to you to possibly at least give him a slight little bit of chance, he might have hope between you and him. Now go ahead.
It took you that long to say that?
Yeah. Oh, don't you judge me. That's perfect advice. What you got?
Okay. Why does this sound like Fences to me? The movie Fences. Where he stepped out on his wife and then the woman gets pregnant and then here he come with the baby because the mama died during childbirth and now what, he wants you to help raise the child? Like what's the point?
That does sound like the movie Fences.
Right, like I don't understand his whole point saying that he needs to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a child. Where were you when my child didn't make it?
Yeah.
Where were you when I needed you? So you're with this woman who's unfit. You know, she messed up. She's not.
So my biggest question to you is, if you were in that situation, would you help take care of that baby? Honest opinion. Would you help take care of that baby? Because you know once you start, you get that bond.
See, that's the tricky part of it all because there is a child that's involved, and
I know
the child
you with
didn't
a child.
ask. Exactly, the child didn't ask to be here. So therefore, if that's what he's wanting, he needs help with this child. Then I don't know, because he has an ex-wife. So if you truly needed help with the child, go to your ex-wife. She got your other kids. But
what happens
if
if he
he
don't
asks
get along
me-
with the ex-wife like that, and he asks?
obviously they get along. They have a blended family, events and stuff. So obviously they're getting along.
She just said they got along at that moment, because from the way I took it, they got along for that moment, because later on throughout the letter you didn't hear anything else about them meeting up any type of way.
Well, that's because they weren't together no more.
Wait, and that's exactly the reason why I don't even think he talked to his wife.
He got to talk to her. He got his kids.
They could be older and grown, and she don't. He could just associate with the kids.
But I'm
Because
saying,
he's 50, so the kids could be at least 20s and 30s, and he could just associate with the kids.
okay, well then those are your kids. Their sister, brother. If they're old enough, then you go to your family.
But would you do it?
But that's what I'm saying. So if he asked me, then because there's a child and the child didn't ask to be here,
Yeah.
I would help take care of the child. But
Okay.
there would be no hanky panky, no nothing between
Would it
me
be,
and you.
When you say help, you talking about financial help? You going to work, put food in the baby's mouth? Or you talking about, hey, I would take care of the baby every now and then? What we talking about?
I mean, what type of help? All of that is considered help.
Yeah, I'm talking about how deep we about to help him.
I mean,
Is it gonna be a help for them times that he really needs you, or is it gonna be like, hey,
no,
this
you
child
can't.
is staying with you?
If the child is staying with me, then you might as well sign over them rights. If that's the case.
That's it. And see, that's why I was.
But I'm saying
that.
if you're asking me to help be the mother figure to this child, then that's one thing, and that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
But there's nothing going on between us. But her thing was, how can you trust him again? So obviously, like Drew said, you're thinking of giving this another try.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't think this is
You cannot.
You're in your best interest.
I ain't even, normally I'd be the bias and I would be like, hey, this guy may have a chance. This guy may change. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I can't trust that. When she get older, you get to that point where it's no need to change for me.
He's still out there trying to, what they say on Coming to America, soy your royal oats.
Yeah, and see, You see, I'm open to change. You gotta be open to change.
I'm open to change, but I mean,
but
at
on
some
certain
point,
things you don't be. But this
the thing of it is with that though, I'm open. I'm open to change, and I'm all about people changing. Yeah. But, and I always say this all the time, there are some things that you just cannot forget.
Yeah.
You can forgive, but you can't forget. So being in this situation, I knowing that you weren't there for me when I needed you, and your child didn't make it, that's something that I couldn't forget.
You want to hear my honest opinion?
So therefore, there could be no. It's done.
You want to hear my honest opinion about what I would do if I was her in that situation?
What's up?
Y'all, don't judge me when I say this. I would cut ties with him and that baby. That is his situation. You're hopping into 18 plus years for something you didn't sign up for.
Yeah.
It's plenty other men out there with way less packages than he got.
I mean, and then you're older.
Yeah. And I don't even care about the age.
Well, no, I'm just saying that because it's a factor. You don't have to put up with it.
But I would be so pissed off if my mom did something like that.
I was going to say that too.
And that's the only reason I'm coming to this conclusion. If that was my mom, I dare you to do some stuff like that. Because you shouldn't be in that position. Okay, he was an ex for a reason. He comes back to you saying, hey, I got a newborn baby. And even your daughter came up in there and told you,
whose baby is this?
Whose baby? And it's done. Cut ties. Get out while you can. Don't do any attachments.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree. I mean...
And that was hard. Agree. That was hard to say because it seemed really closed-minded.
It doesn't seem closed-minded, but you have to.
I don't want to give out to. I don't want to give you hopes of something that I know ain't there.
And then another thing I just thought that just came to me is not being closed-minded, but you have to set an example for your daughter.
Exactly. I see that point too. You
have to
because
she's seeing that. That's not a way. Because if it happened to your daughter, there's no way you would be
even thinking
or wanting her to be like, okay, come on now, you got to give him another chance.
She's gonna end up having to help with the baby.
Right?
Why? That's not y'all responsibility. Cut his ass and cut the baby too.
And with the girl on Facebook, there's a block feature.
It's a block button. It works.
Block that ass.
Block it.
And be done.
But hey, I really hope something we said help you out.
Right. But you guys, our other family,
let us know.
Maybe we missed something.
Yeah, maybe we missed something. And like I said, it sounded really direct and really harsh.
Yes. Yeah.
But sometimes you need that tough love in it. I mean, you're gonna ask it.
I just don't think he's for you, baby. He's for you. Just don't.
And I was really trying to spin this in another direction.
Yeah.
I think. And he probably look on. It's no positive side if you keep a dating site and you're already with somebody supposedly.
Well, dating. But then again, that comes into what definition of dating is, because dating is just dating. But if you guys are serious and he's trying to be serious with you, then that's a different thing. There's no reason for him to have that.
It's exactly what you just said. Dating. Don't ask me to help you take care of your kid.
You keep bringing that up, but I was with you or getting to the point where, okay, well maybe you should, because you titled the email, would I ever trust him again? So before the whole baby came up, I was like, oh, okay, well then maybe, times have changed. He realized that whatever. But then when the baby came into play, I don't know about that one.
I'm sorry, don't do it. Don't do it. That's my honest. I mean, that's 110%. Don't do it. Get out while you can. Run. Enjoy your life. If you want to open that dating site back up, check in.
I mean, hey,
see what's out there, man.
What's dating apps? I don't even know what dating apps.
Just go to Facebook. Just go to Facebook, Mama, Instagram, something.
You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. No. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Really
don't give yourself any more heartache over this.
Yep.
So,
I
but
hope we answered your question for you.
and we love you.
Family, definitely leave those comments down there. Let us know what we hit, what we missed, and
Right.
if you agree or disagree, you know, definitely leave it up to discussion. And hopefully something we said did help you, and we gave you a little tough love to possibly help you with the decision if you was making it.
All right.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to give us those big thumbs up, subscribe in.
Share this video on all of your social media, however you see fit.
All right, guys, later. Peace.
Bye. Hey, family. Thanks for watching.
Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Also, check out our latest video and be sure to subscribe.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.